Hey guys, Sam here. Today is Saturday, December the 23rd or 2nd, something like that. It's just a little bit before noon, lunchtime, and I've been out here since about 8 o'clock in the morning. I about got this side with the lead, and I just need a little bit more. I got the body line, well, here it is, shaped out. And I just need to trim off a little bit more lead down towards the bottom. About got this piece here where I like it, and then I'll probably go over it with a thin layer of fiberglass and maybe regular body filler, and so I don't know, we'll see what goes on. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I've got a gap, good looking gap there, pretty much all the way down. I'm trying to hold the tripod and the camera, I mean the door and everything at the same time, so excuse the shakiness. So anyway, got a good looking gap there all the way down towards the bottom. Well, we left off the other night on this pattern for the quarter panel is I've got all the holes cut out, so I'm just going to transfer this paper onto there. And then I think the plan is to, once I get it transferred there, I think I'm going to get some spray can paint, white or something, and then spray that area, and then that way it'll transfer the holes to the new quarter panel. And then it'll go from there. We'll be drilling them and then filing them to get them to this shape. I did the emblems also here, put some 2-inch masking tape, and then well, as you can see there, and I think my battery's fixing to die, but I'll charge it up here in a minute. Anyway, these little slots and the 3 little holes for the emblem there. Here's the first couple of layers of fiberglass. Most of this is going to come off. I just kind of built it up to get the shape here and stuff, but yeah, most of this will be coming off. It is pretty high in this area right now, but the reason I was doing this is I'm fixing to get ready to go ahead and transfer this pattern over to here, to try to paint these holes on there, so I can go ahead and drill them out and cut them, so I won't have wherever there's filler, I won't be chipping it later on, so might as well do it now. So as I get that done, I'll bring you guys along. I'll set the camera up and we'll transfer that over. So hang on just a minute and then put the camera on the tripod. Alright guys, first we'll take off these magnets off of here, off the panel. And as soon as I get it set properly with these magnets, and I'll probably go ahead and tape it on there. Now I don't know just yet how we're going to compensate for cutting the panel, but for the meantime we're just going to set this right there. I had already measured this. Well, I don't know if you guys can see me here. I had already measured this hole here, and the funny thing is that it measured out exactly to the original. So I'm gonna see if I can find that mark that I made with the Sharpie there. And it is right there. So it is not lining up. Let's see here. We're a little low. I got this cloth tape from my wife, and I was measuring the holes to make sure that I'm going to line up instead of using the regular measuring tape that's metal. And I think where I left off is where I was measuring this back hole here, and I was just a little bit too low, I think. So I got this tape just to measure it out. So if I take it around this top edge of this body line and measure right about, if I can get the tape more or less straight, I'm measuring anywhere between 11 and 7/8, somewhere in there, to the center of that hole. Well, actually it's 10 and 7/8, but I'm lining up the tape at the 1 inch mark. So 11 and 7/8. And then we go back over here and look at the, let's see, look y'all up over here. So we had 11 and 7/8. So I try to take this tape, line it up about the same place. Looks like I've got about 11 and 7/8. Let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty close if that tape is straight. Well, I probably got 12 inches, which would be 11. So it's off just a little bit. And also measuring this second hole on this old original panel. Let's see where we at. I'll just measure it here. Second hole on the quarter panel is measuring right about 8 inches and 1/8. Should be this hole. 8 inches and 1/8. Got a 8 1/4 there, so I'm just a little bit low here. So what I need to do is raise my pattern up just a little bit. So let's see here. Probably right there. Let's see if that got it. Magnet right in the way where I need to measure. That is about 8 1/4 there. I've gone through and measured all my holes with the tape, and so I'm pretty close. Well, that's probably going to be it, but I'm maybe on a few holes I'm within a 1/16 of an inch off, but I think that's going to be good. I got my magnets placed where I need it. I've got the pattern taped off here at the bottom. It's kind of hard to keep all the wrinkles out of it, so I do have some wrinkles, but let's look at the camera on the right place. But the wrinkles are not causing it. If I move the wrinkles in, it's not causing it to move the holes or anything. So what I did is once I measured the hole, I put a magnet there, taped it off there, and I've got the hole set where it's going to be. You guys can probably figure this out, but I'll just show you a little trick. Now I used to measure this. I took one of these larger magnets also and laid it here on top. Then I took my tape measure and put it right there on that magnet right at the edge. The steel tip there tends to want to go up like that. So once I got that set where I wanted it, pull it, well, it's hard to do with one hand, but anyway, pull the tape straight down, push that back, and then put your other magnet there, and then just pull it straight down. So, and then kind of follow that body line, and then I got all my measurements to that body, to that hole there. So that's how I did that. So now I'm going to get up in the attic and pull the trim out and make sure that it's going, I'm not sure, going to have to cut it off or anything. So I'm going to get up and do that. Yeah, these little round magnets work pretty good. I mean, to get it right on the spot, it holds that. And I had 10 of those magnets, and so I was putting them along the panel, and then I had 5 more missing. So I'm kind of looking around and trying to find the magnets, and I couldn't find them. So I just happened to look down, and they were stuck on my boot. I had 5 of them stuck there. So yeah. Anyways, I'll bring you guys back if I get anything else done. But if I take this molding, it goes on the bottom. Get these magnets off of here. If I take this molding, and it's going to be hard to do it with one hand here, but I'm going to try line it up with this bottom edge of the door here, as close as I can get it. Let's see, about right in there. And if the magnet over there on that other end will let go of that screw, sorry about the camera work, guys. Okay, so I've got that lined up more or less on the edge. Trying to get my knee up here to hold that. And if you look over there, that screw for that clip is hitting right on that hole where I have it lined up. I mean, it is hitting dead center. Right there. That's without, oh boy. Sorry about that. I was starting to get a cramp on my leg. So, that's the case. It looks like I got that pretty much lined up. And I shouldn't have to trim the molding because it's right at the edge of the door. It lines up with that hole. So, I think I'm good on the moldings, but I sure like to have a C molding. I may get one off of eBay. Used one, old one, I don't care. Something that I can try that on. Now here's the top molding. You take this top molding. I'll have to cut this, most of this video, and edit it to, so you guys won't be looking at the ground there. Okay, I'm about there, the edge of the door there. And that hole hits dead center where I've got my holes marked, lined up. So I am going to search for a C molding, but in the meantime I'm going to go ahead and paint these holes. Make sure I was there. Yeah, see, I'm right at the edge of the door there, so that molding lines up good. So what I'm going to do next is, I'm not going to drill the holes just yet, but I've got these holes. I'm happy with them where they're at. I've gone through, measured them several times, and I mean, if anything, they may be off just a 1/16, nothing more than that. maybe even less. And the dog is actually snoring. See if I can get a shot of him. He's knocked out. Alright guys, I'm going to cut it off. We'll see you guys again later. If I get anything else done, I'll bring you back. Thanks for watching.